Well, hi everybody. Here it is, March 1st already. Did you learn anything new in that facade in front of Congress that we got to watch, with everybody just screaming that Cohen was a liar? From the other side, of course. Instead of trying to listen to what maybe some information he could give truthfully. And it wouldn't have done him any good to lie, because if they catch him lying, they can throw the book at him at this time. So he had to be especially there just to tell the truth. His knowledge of the truth, what he knows. Some of those prejudice things. Anyway, it was just it was a big facade. And if anybody thought anything really new came out of there, then they haven't been paying attention to political news. See, all this stuff has came out over the last 2 years. It's just now that it's finally brought up in front of the public, somebody's going to have to look into it. Look at Jared. We all knew that he was more than likely doing traitorous things ever since he's been in there. And all these little trips over to Saudi Arabia, and we know, you know what he's up to. You know all that stuff he caused with Qatar a year and a half or so ago. We have bases in Qatar, and he was trying to get the whole diplomacy changed there. We all know he's up to no good. Anybody that's paying any attention at all, and we all know that he's not in any way is he has any business doing Mideast anything, because he's not educated in Mideast anything. The only thing he's educated in is ripping people off in his real estate business. And that's what he's still doing. But now he's ripping the United States off. He never tells you that a tarot reading is like having your fortune told. Don't let him read your cards, because that's not what it is. A good tarot reading is like going from the East Coast to the West Coast, with or without a map. If you start from the East Coast and head west, you're going to hit the West Coast eventually, and vice versa. But it would be really nice to know some of the things that might come up along the way. And also a reason to be angry if they say it's like your fortune or whatever, is nothing is written in stone. We all have free will. We can change decisions in our life and outcomes in our life anytime we change, anytime we decide to, because of cause and effect. But it's really nice sometimes to know ahead of time some of the towns we might be stopping at, or vice versa. Some of the things that might be going on around us. So anyway, I'll leave that out there. And if you're interested in a private reading from me, you can get a hold of me at lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. And so now wasn't, like always, there's been so much going on. I've been in overwhelm. And after that, I was surprised that no newer stuff came out than what came out at it. Of course, this could have been new to and the people involved and everything else. But anyway, I'm just going to do 4 crossed, maybe 9 or 12, and find out and ask these questions about Jared, which doesn't seem very interesting at this time. But I'm just trying to think of everything. I mean, there was that whole meeting. But now let's see what's coming up. And that's one thing that hearing did. That Michael did was bring out some of these names that we've all been hearing, and he probably maybe tied it together. There was a lot of people, from what I understand, that watched that, and it was probably people that didn't normally watch political news all the time, so maybe there was a lot of stuff that came out from that people didn't know, that will help people start paying more attention. Like I said in my first reading I ever done here, paying attention about um, what's been going on when everybody's just been walking around la la land acting like that democracy works forever, even if we don't participate. Democracy only works if you participate. Okay, I'm going to quit ranting now, and I'm going to do the Is Jared in Trouble? Well, have I got these upside down? Yes, I do. So let me turn them around. Yes, he's in trouble. Justice is right on the first card out on him is justice. So I would say, yes, he is in trouble. And there is, I don't know if that means he's a spy or there's somebody spying on him. Because that's a spy card, and it's in the present. And I know he just didn't become a spy like whatever. He didn't just start all this underhandedness stuff. So I'm thinking maybe somebody might come forward with a lot of information on what he's been up to that he's not expecting to. So I'm pretty sure that's what that card is in the present. And the challenge is a lot of family money. The challenge, that's your family and people around you. He's feeling at this time that he's still protected by the presidency. He's feeling like none of this is really going to hurt him. He's still not really even thinking he's going to have to suffer any of these precautions, at least right now. Of course, I don't know if he's back from the Mideast yet. But, okay, this is the future. He's going to feel it in the future. And it's an Ace of Wands, and sometimes aces are quickly. He's going to feel it pretty quickly. He's just been floating around there like he's totally untouchable. They haven't even been able to give him the subpoenas to go to the hearings in New York that they're having on some of his real estate deal because the Secret Service has been keeping him from getting served. But just maybe this is going to come to an end. That's what this kind of looks like. I'm going to try to fix this lighting where it's not glaring, but it's still on here. I thought I had that all figured out before I started, but I guess obviously I didn't. So anyway, so we've got the justice coming right down on him. Yes, he is a spy. I don't know if I asked that question or not, but that was the... I asked if he was in trouble. Now he's in trouble for being a spy. Now he's still being protected by Trump and everything around him. But that's soon to quit, because it's going to quit quick. And the second one was, is Jared a traitor? Well, we got the Ace of Cups upside down. Sometimes that's super emotional, but since it's upside down, I'm thinking that he's just like a totally cold, calculating person who really feels like he's not going to be in any trouble because he's got his father-in-law protecting him and all the money and all the stuff around the situation. The Knight of Pentacles. He is trying to figure out some escape routes. It looks like he's thinking of where he might want to move in the world when this stuff's all over, where he doesn't have to put up with the fact that he is doing traitorous things at this time. And it shows that he's running all over the world making bad, bad deals. That this is right now what's going on. So that's what's been going on. This was a terrible underhanded money-making deal that he was. That's why he was in Saudi Arabia. And whatever offer he got over there, or whatever offer they gave him, he didn't really want it. So it looks like there was some important reason to do with a lot of money that he was going over there. Personally for him, because we got the Ace of Cups. And then when he got over there, things didn't go as good as he even thought they were. He thought he had this all tied up, and they're wanting him to do more things. They're wanting him more information from him, wanting him to swing things their way. They're wanting him to do more things than he was even wanting to do, especially now because he finally thinks he may get caught. And the outcome of all this is him putting money back. That's what was behind it. Wanting to put more money back. So we're gonna, this isn't so much as if as when, but is he gonna get subpoenaed to testify in front of the House? Good Lord. From this card, it looks like he might get indicted before he gets subpoenaed. Who knows? Maybe they have more information on him. Maybe Mueller's got information on him that people can't even imagine or something. Because that looks more like an indictment instead of a subpoena. And it's for theft, whatever it is. If they do have him come in there, I think they're going to know more, or either Mueller knows more than he thinks they do, because he knows that they know and have the records on the theft. And the challenge is going to be for him is he's going to be hard to get out of there because he's chained to the devil. He's right in with Trump and all of his little caravan of characters. It's the nicest thing I can think of to call them. And in the future, he is going to be, it's going to be changed where he can't travel all over the years. He's going to be immobilized. A lot of times this is a mental card. The Four of Swords. But sometimes it's physical too. And I feel like in this particular reading that it's mental and physical. That he is definitely going to get subpoenaed. He is afraid of getting an indictment because he's afraid they know of the theft he's done. He feels like even though he's got from this is the Trump line here, the power and all this stuff that they've had control of, he feels like he may lose that. That's the challenge. And the future is him being stymied, just being put down where he can't run all over the world making foul deals. So hopefully that's what's going on with him. So that's what we're going to do today for him personally. And then just for fun.